Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Monday Mindful Moment. I'm Dr. Angie Anderson, and as always, I'm super excited to be back yet again with you to bring another Monday Mindful Moment. So if you've been joining along with me each and every week for the last several weeks, we have been going through this wonderful, fabulous book, 52 Ways to Live a Kick-Ass Life by Andrea Owen. I absolutely love this book. It's a wonderful book. It's an easy read, and it's perfect to be able to tap into overcoming different habits that we get into to get in our way and sabotage living the kick-ass life that we were all created to live. So yes, I'm talking to you out there because these are some really good messages that I have been able to use personally and then professionally to be able to share with several of my clients, and now in hopes with each and every one of you that follow along with me. So today we are going to talk about dump the friends you've outgrown. This was another message that was kind of timely for me. I've gone through a lot of this over the last year because I have wrapped up my PhD program, and during that time it was a little isolating, and it kind of withdrew me from a lot of my friends. And then lo and behold, over the last year we've gone through the pandemic and through a very difficult election, and I have seen more and more about people not accepting other people for what they believe in and who they supported in the election, and then how the pandemic should be handled, and so forth and so forth and so forth. So I've always known a lot of people have a lot of opinions, but I have never, I can't think of a time in my life when I've experienced such division because of political beliefs and because of how one chooses to see the whole pandemic and how you approach and what you believe and the information that we're faced with. So I was really struggling for a time, judgment from various friends, like childhood friends and friends that I grew to love and know in college, and I just could not believe what I was experiencing just because two people have lost the ability to agree to disagree. So this chapter kind of hit home for me as I was personally going through that. So I want to encourage you to be a little mindful of how you are being towards people, and knowing if this is something that you need to address in your life about setting boundaries and limits with people who, even friends and family members, that are no longer serving you in your life. So I'm just going to read this one. It's a short chapter. But I don't want to miss anything, and hopefully I'm talking to somebody that might have been experiencing a little bit of this in their lives, because I think as we age, we tend to struggle a little bit with this, on trying to figure out how to set limits and boundaries with friends that maybe childhood friends that just no longer are serving your purpose in life and that season of your life that you're going through. So let's read it together, and then as always, I like input my own opinion. So mentally or on paper, list out your top 5 friends. As you put down your 5 top friends, then put stars by the ones you feel you have a mutual commitment to that friendship. Those who reciprocate, respect, and support, and all the other things that are important to you. Yes, this is sort of like, well, Jane is my first best friend. Candace is my second best friend, and so on. Don't worry, they don't need to know where they score. This is a personal evaluation. So look at the people who don't have stars on your list. Who are they and why are they on your list? The reasons could vary. Either you've been friends since first grade and just feel bad thinking about leaving that person behind, or this person saw you through a really tough time and you owe it to her to stick around. First of all, you're not playing hopscotch anymore, and you're not wearing the same clothes from 1982, so why are you holding on to the friendship? Probably you both feel the same way. Just one of you needs to grow some balls and exit. And secondly, you don't owe anything to the person who was there for you. As long as you have thanked the person for being a good friend, that's sufficient. Let's say you have an old beat up car that keeps breaking down even though you have the money to actually buy a new car. But you've had the car for 15 years. It's been with you through so many events in your life, so you keep it around for nostalgic reasons. Plus, the car buying process itself is such a hassle. Still, after so many stuck on the side of the road episodes, you would wise up and get yourself a new ride, right? The same thing can apply to your friendships. Why the hell are you still going shoe shopping and having lattes with this woman who is dragging you down? There is absolutely no reason you need to give that friendship any more time and energy. If you do an inventory at the end of your life, I'm sure you're not going to want to see 2003 to 2017 held onto friendship that was long expired, wasted 2,458 hours of life. Major bummer. You are not responsible for these people. It's not up to you to hold on to them for fear of hurting their feelings. You never know. Maybe they're at home right now thinking the same thing and holding on to you because they don't want to hurt you. You know in your gut if the friendship is expired, because here's the truth. People evolve, change, and grow as life goes on. Marriages begin and some end. Children might be born and jobs change. When people change, certain friendships can withstand the change. It says nothing bad about the two people in the relationship. No one needs to be the one who was wrong or the mean girl for ending it. No one is better or worse. It doesn't have to mean anything. It's just a relationship that ended, and the best part is that both people can be better for the sheer fact that the relationship has existed. The friendship served its purpose in its time, but now there's no longer a need for it. Both parties now have room to grow and can find extra energy to be used for something or someone else. So you're probably wondering, how the hell do I end a friendship? Ending a friendship can be just as hard as breaking up with an intimate partner. So you're totally normal if you feel really sad and uncomfortable. There are two ways to go about ending the friendship. One, the first way is to have a mature conversation about it. However, chances are that if the friendship has become dysfunctional or weak, the breakup conversation may not go well. Brace your after anything, face slandering. As painful as that would all be, it would be your definitive evidence of why the friendship should be over. A face-to-face talk is always best, where feelings can be expressed as clearly as possible. But if you feel strongly about using email instead, do that. No matter how you tell the person, avoid blaming and try your best to come from a place of love and compassion. And then secondly, the other way is to slowly let the friendship die on its own. Stop making plans with her and stop forcing the relationship. Eventually, it will just shut down. Your friend may or may not contact you asking what's going on, and if she does, tell her the truth. Bottom line, whichever way will make you proud of yourself is the route you should go. If you can stand with integrity in the situation, you know you've ended things in the best way possible. There is no reason in the world you need to be tolerating a friendship or any relationship that doesn't fill you up, empower you, inspire you, and make you a better person. An unfulfilling friendship that has been going on for too long is essentially life clutter. You need to clean out. So this one's a tough one, but it's very necessary, because how many times have you had this conversation with yourself? You can be mindful and bow out of a relationship, a friendship that is no longer serving you. It does not make you that mean girl. It's okay, and sometimes it's necessary. One of my favorite videos is of Tyler Perry. If you haven't seen this one of Medea, where she is talking about the roots of a tree and how friendships and relationships, I think it's more focused on relationships that are no longer serving you. But I also think that that's important information to receive when you're dealing with a friendship. So go YouTube it. You can check it out. It's Tyler Perry, Medea. You can do relationships and trees, and it should come up. It's a wonderful analogy about how relationships are sometimes roots and sometimes leaves of the tree and so forth. So I encourage you to take some time to do this analysis for yourself. Identify your friendships and your relationships. Keep your tribe close and let them know the ones that are, important to you. And if you don't know where someone stands, ask them. You have every right to check in with someone. Now, it doesn't mean that because you're in a season of your life like I was in with my dissertation process and the PhD, where I kind of had to distance myself. That does not mean that you're not going to come back to a relationship that may have to be tabled for a period of time because you're working on something. Your real friends are going to respect that and honor that and cherish you in it. So just be conversating about it. Have a conversation. Is conversating even a word? I don't know. If it's not, I just made it up. But I can do that because this is my Monday mindful moment. So, check in with yourself and ask yourself if you need to have a conversation with somebody. If you can have that mature conversation, I encourage you to do that. If you can't, then maybe just let it kind of fizzle out on its own. But again, be honest about it if it comes back around where that conversation comes up. So I hope that this is encouraging to someone. I know that this is a very difficult subject because we don't want to come across as being that mean girl. But you can watch your approach and you can have a conversation if that's possible, because again, they may be feeling the same way. So take care of yourselves in this process. If you have any questions or you want some support in this, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm always here for you. If you have just joining along and you have not had an opportunity to see the other Monday Mindful Moments, I would encourage you to head on over to our website. All of the Monday Mindful Moments are there, as well as our podcast, Serenity, Wellness, and More. We have diverse episodes with different topics that you can listen to at your convenience. But the Monday Mindful Moments, the Serenity, Wellness, and More podcast, the meditations that I do, and some of my yoga sessions that I recorded during the stay-at-home aspect of the pandemic that I recorded there for you. Those are all free, so I encourage you to go check them out. You can find that at www.serenitycounselingcenterva for Virginia.com. And when I'm finished uploading this, I will make sure I put that link on the comment section so you can go there as well. So check us out. And if you have any questions, reach out. And I always love sharing this with you each and every Monday. I hope you do as well. If you get a chance, make sure you make sure you send a message to me. I would love to be able to know you're out there listening. Also, make sure if you are on Instagram, head on over to Dr. Angie Anderson or my YouTube, Dr. Angie Anderson, and subscribe and follow me along there, because that helps me build up my audience. And please share this, because you never know who is on your friend list that might be struggling with this as well and could use our messages each and every week. So I hope everybody's staying healthy, stay taking care of yourself, and always namaste, my friends. Take care. Namaste.